Good day everyone, this is your Kuya Nato. Welcome to my channel, the Kuya Nato channel. Guys, I'm very excited today kasi meron naman tayong topic and I hope na makatulong sa inyo ang topic na to because we'll be discussing today the interview question. It's what are your strengths and weaknesses, as you can see there in the background. So medyo mahirap to. I myself, get intimidated when this question is asked during an interview because I'm looking for the right answers every time. Kasi nga, para sa akin, tricky yung question. I don't know for you guys because it deals with your strengths and weaknesses. So bakit nga ba sasabihin mo pa yung weaknesses mo? Baka mamaya magkamali ka at magkaroon ng negative impact sa interviewer at bagsak ka pa sa interview mo. So gagawin natin, alamin natin kung paano sagutin to ng tama at ng mga strategies na gagawin natin para at least mai-relate natin to sa role na ina-apply natin sa trabaho. By the way, I would like to thank everyone again, guys, because the last video I did, I checked the subscribers, it was 700 plus. At ngayon, kakasilip ko lang kanina, I've checked the subscriber numbers and we're constantly growing. It's around 800 plus already. So I'm pretty sure that we're on track for the 1,000 sub milestone before the end of this year. Tulungan nyo ako, guys. Hope na ma-achieve natin ang milestone na yon. So tuloy-tuloy lang ang paggawa natin ng content para sa channel ng Kuya Nato at the same time matulungan kayo sa mga interview questions, pronunciation tips, at saka pag-neutralize ng accent nyo. Marami pa akong i-upload about that topic. Anyway, segue lang tayo. Huge shout out to my former classmate during high school, Arnie Percy Gagoni. Arnie, thank you for supporting the channel. And once you get back home, we can catch up. Pakita natin sa inyo ngayon kung paano nga ba i-handle ang ganitong question para magkaroon ng positive impact sa interviewer and at the same time, hindi ka mag-reveal ng too much negativity or weaknesses sa part mo kasi baka mag-enjoy ka, reveal ng negative or hindi naman necessarily negative but weaknesses at ma-turn off na ang interviewer sa'yo. So, pag-aralan natin and i-discuss ko sa'yo kung paano gagawin. You think carefully about what you reveal. So, ang agenda rito is try not to reveal too much. While it's important to be honest about your weaknesses, talagang dapat naman maging honest tayo, but there are a few traits that are not appropriate or beneficial to mention in a job interview. So may mga limit lang dapat, and this includes tardiness, poor attention to detail, and inability to meet deadlines. So yun ang no sa pagre-reveal ng weaknesses ha. Tandaan nyo ha. Huwag nyo sabihin na lagi kayo nalilate to tardiness. Number 1 yan kasi ayaw talaga ng mga companies ng isang empleyado. Kahit sino naman ayaw nang nalilate. Poor attention to detail. Yun, mali din yun. Huwag mo sabihin na yun ang weakness mo kasi nga poor attention to detail, ibig sabihin hindi ka keen sa details at posibleng magkamali ka, lalo na pag yung ina-applyan mo is about a job na kailangan kang mag-focus sa mga detalye, maliit man o malaki. Mga ganong klaseng trabaho na pag nagkamali ka, ito check na maapektuhan yung business. At pwede magkaroon ng losses yung company. So ingat ka doon, huwag mo sasabihin yon. Tsaka inability or hindi mo mamimit ang mga deadlines sa isang trabaho, may mga tasks na bibigay sa'yo. So huwag mo sasabihin na may difficulty ka na ma-meet yung mga deadlines kasi ayaw talaga nila ng ganon. Dahil pagka na-delay yung mga deadlines, hindi mo na may-meet yung mga task mo, hindi mo natatapos kagad, affected ang lahat ng mga katrabaho mo sa ayaw nila ng ganon. Tandaan mo, huwag mo sabihin na delayed ka, poor attention to detail, and inability to meet deadlines. That's a no-no. Importante rin dito na yung job description role or the responsibility should reflect your answer. So pwede mo sabihin, i-tailor fit yung answer mo based sa mga requirements na hinahanap nila sa isang applicant. So napakaganda nun. Kailangan mo lang sagutin ang mga strengths and weaknesses at i-tailor fit mo. For example, sa hinahanap nila, kunyari sinabi nila na we're looking for someone who has very good communication skills. So highlight mo yung communication skills and give them examples about your experiences when you use your communication skills to be able to resolve an issue within your organization. So highlight mo yung strength na yon, na you were able to communicate with different departments, different department heads, and collaborate, and then you were able to solve a particular issue. So nagkaroon siya ng positive impact and mag-move on ka naman sa iba. Scan mo lang mabuti yung mga job description details and responsibilities at maging honest ka. For example, hindi ka proficient sa isang software na requirement sa trabaho, at least you have to tell them that you're not proficient enough but you're willing to learn, you're willing to put in the hours to be able to learn the software to become a proficient user. Kasi mas gugustuhin nila isang aplikante na willing matuto kaysa sa isang aplikante na hindi magiging honest at sasabihin na, yeah, I'm proficient with that particular software, or I have this particular skill set, pero once na na-hire na, hindi pala totoo. So it will lead to frustration on your part and frustration especially on the company's part. So ganun lang, maging honest lang tayo. And ang key dito is, again, willing kang matrain at willing mo matutunan ang lahat-lahat ng nasa job description. Of course, hindi ka naman mag-a-apply ng isang trabaho kung hindi mo feel na matatanggap ka at hindi appropriate yung skill set na meron ka at that point in time. So yun nga, in general, your strengths should be skills that can be supported through experience. So pwede mong sabihin na yung leadership skills mo is your asset or one of your strengths. So I consider my leadership skills to be one of my greatest strengths during my time as department head. So ito, during my time as a leader or as a supervisor with the previous company, so ina-highlight mo dito yung experience. So sinusuportahan mo siya ng experience. So ito, gawin natin na. So I consider my leadership skills to be one of my greatest strengths. During my time as a supervisor with the previous company that I worked for, I successfully merged 2 teams and organized training programs for all team members to ensure that everyone was confident in their new role. So sinabi mo yung scope ng role mo at kailangan mo magpakita ng result. So dudutungan mo siya ng, as a result, we were able to increase sales by 5% within our first month as a new team. So napaka-importante nun. So yun, kailangan mo sabihin yung strength mo, backupan mo ng experience, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina lang. At the same time, after ng experience, kung paano mo ginawa yung execution, at syempre sa dulo yung result, para naman makita ng interviewer mo na meron kang nasi-share sa kanila na successful campaigns or successful na projects na hinawakan mo na appropriate or at least relevant dun sa ina-applyan mo ngayon. Maganda yon pagka na-establish mo yung ganong connection, may impress sa'yo ang interviewer mo. Kapag tinatanong ako ng ganitong klaseng tanong na what are my strengths and weaknesses, ang ginagawa ko lang is nire-relate ko yung mga previous roles ko na nasa resume. Siyempre, hawak-hawak na interviewer yung resume mo, so meron siyang file. So kung ano man yung role na ina-applyan ko, for example, nung time na yon, they're looking for a sales representative or senior sales representative. So hina-highlight ko yung mga experiences ko dun sa resume ko at kinukwento ko sa kanila yung humble beginnings and then yung promotion because of my consistent effort. For example, I started out doing a cold calling campaign, so I have to maintain a certain sales per day metric, and I maintained that for 3 consecutive months. Na-maintain mo yung requirement, kaya na-promote ka sa susunod na level. And tuloy-tuloy lang yon. Banggitin mo yung mga promotion mo, tsaka yung result, at yung success na nakuha mo sa campaign na hinahawakan mo, or kung anumang project or program with your previous employer. So highlight mo lang yon. Yun yung mga strengths mo ngayon. So may ebidensya ka dahil merong experience nakalagay sa resume mo at merong result. So ito yung mga ilang examples ng strengths. So communication skills, nabanggit natin kanina, people skills, team player ka, writing skills, analytical skills. Honesty is considered strengths as well. Leadership skills, patience, of course, empathy. So initiative, very important yan. Meron kang initiative. Self-motivation, computer literacy kasi yung technology nag-upgrade na. So very important, very basic yan na dapat meron kang ganyang strengths. Ito yung example ng weaknesses. So self-criticism, kinikriticize mo yung sarili mo. You can become obsessed with perfecting my work. Or for example, sabihin mo, I often become obsessed with perfecting my work after receiving notes from my supervisor. So while I appreciate the guidance, I think I can learn to be less harsh on myself. So again, negative siya. Kung titingnan mo, example siya ng weaknesses. Pero may positive impact pa rin siya kasi ibig sabihin nito, perfectionist ka. Kapag sinabi sa'yo ng supervisor mo, talagang ini-aim mo yung perfection, talagang nag-work hard ka, strive hard ka kasi you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Of course, with proper guidance, this weakness can become an advantage or a strength. So, ganun nga mangyayari nun. So, positive pa rin ang impact nito sa interviewer. Shyness. So, mahiyain ka. Ito is something that pwede mo sabihin as shyness is something that I struggle with in large groups, which is pretty normal. Lahat naman tayo kapag first time natin naka-encounter ng large groups. I find it intimidating to ask questions or raise points. So I have often remained quiet in the past. I have been trying to be more vocal in smaller groups to become more confident. So sabihin mo sa kanya yon na normal naman yon, tatanggapin ng interviewer yon kasi nga wala naman tao na magaling agad eh. Nagsisimula naman tayo sa smaller groups muna, nag-build ng confidence until such time na kaya mo na mag-handle and mag-control ng much larger crowds. So okay lang to. Weakness siya, shy ka, but it can be a strength over time kapag ka na-build mo na yung confidence mo, which is very good. Lack of knowledge sa particular software, huwag kang mahiya. Kung hindi ka masyadong proficient sa software requirement nila, sabihin mo yung totoo, maging honest ka, at willingness to learn. Yun ang importante. So, yun, public speaking, related sa shyness din yan. So kapag ka public speaking na, intimidating and have often struggled with presentations. As a result, I'm currently taking a public speaking course at the community college to become more confident and learn to structure a speech more effectively. So again, may action plan, di ba? Sinabi mo sa kanya na public speaking is one of your weaknesses, but as a result of that, you are currently taking a public speaking course. So kung saan man yun, meron kang action plan to correct yung shyness. Kasi public speaking, as you get promoted, becomes an essential skill kasi sa mga presentations and talking to larger group of people within the organization that you work for. So lack of experience, understandable, kasi nga hindi mo pa nararanasan kung ano man yung role na ina-applyan mo. Na-experience mo na previously, pero ibang company na to. Pwede kasing iba ang policies and procedures at ibang-iba rin ang culture nila. Alright? Nakalagay dito, inability to delegate. So, pwede mo sabihin, I often struggle with delegating and choose to take on larger workload to ensure that the task is completed perfectly. So delegating ng tasks sa mga co-workers, and this puts more pressure on myself. I've been using this software to assign tasks and track their completion so far. This has helped me to trust my co-workers and focus more on my own tasks. Project management software, popular yan, ginagamit. So kailangan mo lang matutunan yon, pakita mo na may alam ka sa ganun. Again, it all boils down to your willingness to learn. Lahat naman ng bagay na tututunan. Ang importante is meron kang right attitude for the job. Lack of confidence, very easy to correct. Public speaking, it relates to lack of confidence if you're struggling with public speaking. So sunod-sunod na yan. Once na master mo na yung public speaking, I'm sure that you will have that confidence na. So yun, sana na may natutunan kayo sa tip natin para sa interview question na what are your strengths and weaknesses. Very important to kasi ginigauge ng interviewer dito kung ano yung mga strengths and weaknesses mo at kung paano ka mag-a-adjust sa culture at sa bagong environment at the same time sa role na ino-offer nila sa'yo just in case ma-hire ka. To do a recap, do not reveal too much. Your weaknesses at least have positive impact. So yung mga in-enumerate natin kanina, yun ang mga best examples ng weaknesses. And also put emphasis on willing to learn, highlight your experiences, and tailor fit your answer. For example, na wino-walk through mo yung resume mo. So pag na-execute mo yun at nagawa mo yun, I'm sure na kayang-kaya mo na sagutin ang question na to at may impress sa'yo ang interviewer mo. Again guys, yun lang para sa araw na to, and I hope you guys are doing okay. Everybody's safe, still under pandemic, and I hope this pandemic ends very soon. I encourage you guys to get vaccinated, stay home with your loved ones, be safe all the time, and see you in the next video.